everyone, and welcome back to Media Madness. I'm Natalie with the Daily Caller, and today we're going to take a look at an MSNBC anchor who is absolutely terrified by the prospect of alleged gangbangers being deported. So let's take a look at this video.
What scares you the most?
Oh, everything. I mean, I'm scared. I remember the first day I read about the deportations to El Salvador of the alleged Tren de Aragua members for whom no evidence was ever presented that they had anything to do with Tren de Aragua.
First of all, I totally believe Nicolle Wallace here when she says that absolutely everything scares her. Fear drives people like this, and you could see it in her voice and in her face, and it's actually pretty sad just how scared she looks of something that is totally a figment of her imagination. You can see that she's very skeptical of the idea that these people are in gangs, but it's well known that they're deporting actual people who are criminals and have ties to these gangs. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've never gotten a series of knuckle tattoos with gang affiliations before.
I remember saying to Mike, like, I wish I didn't feel so gutted, and I wish I could stop thinking about these guys being scared in El Salvador. And then I was somewhere. I was in Westchester. It's usually a baseball trip that has me. I don't know what I was doing, but we stopped to get something to eat, and I saw the paid ads that Homeland Security was doing in front of the deportees who were now prisoners at CCOT, and I was gutted. And I think I'm sometimes scared by how much anguish I feel over how they're treating human beings.
I mean, there are some really interesting statistics on mental illness by political orientation. Liberal women, especially young liberal women, are by far the most mentally ill cohort. Now, I'm not sure that Nicolle Wallace is a young liberal woman, but I think that she's representative of this fear that they have that really plagues them. It's also worth noting that all of her empathy seems to be reserved for these illegal migrants who did trespass into America and may or may not have gang ties. But where is her sympathy for her fellow Americans who have been victimized by people like this, by illegal migrants who have snuck over the border and committed heinous crimes?
If you abandon the anguish, then you carry out horrible things against human beings. And so I don't know, maybe that's too circular and not very satisfying, but I'm scared about how much it bothers me that so many people are suffering. And I spent some time with folks close to former President Obama after the election, and I said, well, what's our guess on what happens? And they kind of said, look, it's not zero chance that it's catastrophic. It's far more likely that we kind of muddle through, but a lot of people are going to suffer. And I'm scared of all that suffering, of witnessing it, of doing it justice, of covering it responsibly. And I refuse to accept that there's a quorum that wants to see people suffer. I just refuse to accept that.
So Nicolle Wallace has pretty much zero theory of mind for her political opponents. I mean, she frames it as the other side just wants people to suffer horribly, when in fact, people who are in favor of closing the southern border, which is an overwhelmingly popular proposal among the American people, just want to have a sovereign nation. Every other nation in the world is entitled to do that, and they protect their borders too, and that's a great thing. But what do you think? Be sure to sound off in the comments below, give this video a like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.